Good afternoon and welcome to another episode of King's Corner. I'm your host, Latif Muhammad, coming to you straight from the sunshine state of Florida. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to let you know that 2024 is about to get on out of here and we're going to embark on 2025. And I hope that your 2024 has been all that you wanted it to be. And I hope that in 2025, whatever you desire, whatever your dreams are, you get what you deserve, right? Before I begin with anything, I always want to begin with prayer. And I'll start off by saying it is a Muslim prayer, but it's open to anybody who want to hear the words out of my mouth today at this moment. So with that being said, I'll begin by saying, surely I turn myself upright to thee, who originated the heavens and the earth, and I am not of the polytheists. Surely my prayer, my sacrifice, my life, and my death are all for Allah, the Lord of the worlds. No associate has he, and this I am commanded. I am of those who submit. I am greatly unjust to myself, and I confess my faults. So please grant protection against my faults, for none grants protection against my faults but thee. And guide me to the best of morals, for none guides to the best of morals but thee. And turn away from me the evil and indecent morals, for none can turn away from me the evil and indecent morals. And O Allah, bless Muhammad, and bless the true followers of Muhammad, as thou did bless Abraham and the true followers of Abraham, for surely thou praise and magnify. And O Allah, make Muhammad successful, as thou did make Abraham and the true followers of Abraham, for surely thou praise and magnify in our midst. I mean, thank you. So I want to just jump right into what I want to say this afternoon. And so, just bear with me. As you know, like I said a few minutes ago, we are embarking on a new year. And even with that, there's going to be a changing of the guard. There's going to be new laws. There's going to be provisions in place that we may or may not know of, right? But that's not my job today. My job today is just give you some information and just allow you to make a decisive decision to decide whether or not you want to be a part of this program, right? And I've been a part of this program since 2016, right? I wish I'd have had it prior to that, because maybe it would have gotten me out of some sticky situations. But nevertheless, I'm not crying over spilled milk. I want to just get this information out to you. And, if you have any questions about it, just let me know. I didn't drop my information, but I will. So anyway, I'm going to get started, right? So welcome back to another episode of King's Corner, where we empower you with the knowledge to navigate the legal world. I'm your host. And so today we're going to be diving into a very important topic: how Legal Shield can bridge the gap between the rights guaranteed by the Constitution and the realities they face when dealing with the justice system. So if you've ever been in a situation where you needed legal help but didn't know where to turn or couldn't afford the high cost of a private attorney, this episode is for you. So one of the challenges that, we hear about is when you go to court and you can't afford a lawyer in the court. They have the public defender sitting right on the side, ready to take your case if you can't afford a lawyer. And so it's a free lawyer, and that's given to us by the Sixth Amendment, that which guarantees the right to an attorney. So it guarantees the rights of an attorney, but public defenders, while dedicated and skilled, are often overburdened. So they manage hundreds of cases. They lack resources and may not have the time to give your case the attention it deserves. And when hiring a private attorney is ideal, the reality is that many people can't afford one. And so it leaves countless individuals, particularly in Black and underserved communities, vulnerable to the legal system. And so there is a solution, and I'll get into that in a second. But just imagine going into the courtroom and your lawyer is asking you, can you afford an attorney? And you say, nope. They give you a public defender, right? You're thinking that the public defender is really going to represent you and have your best interest at heart. But like I said a few minutes ago, right, they are overburdened. They are overworked. They have tons of cases, and they really can't afford to give your case that much attention, no matter how innocent you think you are, right? And most of all, they are governed they're paid by the government, right? So, I don't want to get into that aspect of it, but if they're paid by the government, they're overworked, they're overburdened. How much attention do you think you can have when it comes down to getting equal justice from a public defender? Not much, right? So I'm a part of this program, and like I said, I've been a part of this program since 2016, and it's called Legal Shield. For those of you who may or may not know about it, it's definitely a legit service, right? And I'll get into how you can be a part of this later on, but this is how Legal Shield can help situations like that when you trying to decide if you're going to get a public defender or a paid lawyer. So Legal Shield offers a affordable alternative to the high cost of private attorneys while addressing many of the challenges faced by defenders. And so here's how, right? First, you have access to experienced attorneys. With Legal Shield, you're connected to a network of experienced lawyers who can guide you through your case, whether it's criminal, civil, or family law. And unlike public defenders, they're not juggling hundreds of cases. And, there is a fee. So we pay fees for everything. We pay for car insurance, we pay for home insurance, we pay for all of that. But this is a low monthly fee that can actually help all of those things that I just mentioned, like, your insurance rates, your rental agreements on different things. But for a low monthly fee, you can access legal services and have representation without the financial burden that usually comes with private attorneys. And so one of the consistent things is you need communication. And when you have a public defender, it's kind of hard because they have all of these cases. And so that's one of the biggest complaints is communication and limited availability, especially for incarcerated clients, right? And so Legal Shield attorneys are available to answer questions, review documents, and provide updates. So you're never left in the dark. Then, we go beyond criminal cases. So Legal Shield isn't just for criminal defense. We deal with landlord disputes. We deal with family law issues. We deal with living wills, right? Legal Shield has you covered in all of those aspects, right? Now we're just going to get into the real world experience, the real world application. So let's put this in a proper perspective. Imagine you're accused of a crime and your court appointed lawyer, your public defender, they're overwhelmed and your case just doesn't get the attention that it needs, right? Another scenario. Now imagine you're a Legal Shield member. You call your attorney, explain your situation, and they immediately go to work for you. They have the time, they have the resources, and they focus to represent you properly. Something that can make all the difference in the outcome of your case, right? Give you another scenario. What if you're not facing any criminal charges, but you need help with a civil matter, or maybe you're going to be evicted, or you have some sort of employment discrimination situations going on? Public defenders can't handle those situations, but we can, right? And so we want to be able to do those things and serve, but we also want to serve the underserved as well. So we want to empower the underserved communities. And so for people like myself and other underserved communities, having access to affordable legal services is critical. Legal Shield helps break down systemic barriers by making legal services and legal advice accessible to everyone. And so this isn't just about defending yourself in court. It's about empowering you, giving you the help that you need with the tools and knowledge to protect your rights, you plan for the future, and navigate the legal system confidently. Now, I said a few things, but really, how do you want to get started? How do you get started, right? So, what you really want to do is take advantage of what Legal Shield has to offer. It's simple. You sign up for the monthly plan, and you immediately gain access to a team of attorneys who are ready to help with everything from legal questions to court representation. It's just as in a service. It's a peace of mind. The legal system can be intimidating, but you don't have to face it alone. Legal Shield bridges the gap between the promise of the Sixth Amendment and the realities of our justice system. If you or someone you know could benefit from affordable, reliable legal services, consider joining Legal Shield today. I want to thank you for sharing and tuning in to this King's Corner episode. Until next time, stay informed, stay empowered, and remember, knowledge is power.